All right, welcome back. Breaking overnight, a federal judge in San Francisco blocking the Trump administration from rescinding the Obama-era DACA program, which thus far has been shielding more than 700,000 people from deportation.
This coming hours after Border Patrol agents praised President Trump's policies and pushed for tougher security.
Over the past year, we've seen a historic drop in the number of people entering the United States illegally. The administration's simple promise to enforce the laws was all it took to send shockwaves throughout the world.
That was Brandon Judd at the House Homeland Security hearing. He is the president of the National Border Patrol Council, and he joins us live. Thank you for joining us this morning, Brandon. I want to start by getting your take on this latest ruling that we found out about overnight.
I can't believe that we have the court systems that are now playing politics. I mean, that's supposed to be an independent branch of government, and for them to get into the legislative process and what the rights of the president to rescind a former president's executive order, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, and my big question is, I mean, DACA is the real reason that the Democrats are so anxious to come to the table and negotiate on this. When he rescinded that gave the Republicans a big bargaining chip. Does this ruling from this court hinder the ability of Republicans to try and get some of the things that they want out of this negotiation?
I don't think so, because everybody knows that ruling by that court is going to be overturned. It's just a matter of time before it does get overturned. So I don't think that the Republicans are down at all.
Let's talk about the hearing about border security and how important it is to you that we have that border security. Can you tell us how difficult it is to perhaps try and get new agents on the border, to keep new agents on the border, why you need more agents there?
Well, we've got to have more agents. Under the Obama administration, the laws of the United States, the immigration laws, all they were a suggestion. President Trump has promised to affix a consequence to breaking our laws. If you do not have a consequence to breaking laws, then nobody's going to follow those laws. And under the Obama administration, that's exactly what we saw. And because of that, we had a mass exodus of Border Patrol agents, and it's been hard to retain them simply because of the Obama administration's policies.
You say that just the message that this administration has sent out about securing this border might have been the most important thing that's happened so far. When you look at these numbers here, let's pull it up. In 2016, the number of apprehensions at the border of people trying to get into this country illegally was about 615,000. You take that up just 1 year and look at that dramatic drop, 351,000. That's a huge drop. And you say more than anything, that's just been the president's message to the world.
It's the rhetoric. And what's funny about that is the Democrats, they claim to want border security, but if that were the case, they would have to praise this sitting president for doing as much as he's done. But they won't, because, again, it's politics. They're using immigration for political advantage, which is absolutely disgusting.
Let's talk about the wall. And this has been a conversation. It's going to be a conversation for quite some time. We heard yesterday, perhaps in a couple of phases here. So I guess the question is, how do you think this deal is going to come to fruition with Democrats? Because if you look at the 4 key issues in phase 1 of this deal, you're talking about DACA, border security, changes to chain migration, and ending the visa lottery system.
When you look at this, and the Democrats, they're threatening to shut down the government over the wall. If I were a Republican, I would take that threat on, because they wouldn't shut it down for more than a week. What the Republicans have to understand is that a wall allows Border Patrol agents to be more effective. It allows us to dictate where illegal aliens are going to enter the United States, which then puts us in the best positions possible to take them into custody. We've got to have the walls in strategic locations for us to achieve border security, and we've got to have the agents that are necessary to take into custody those people that cross the border illegally.
So you need a wall in some places, not over the mountains, not over the rivers, as he said yesterday, and you need more agents for sure. Thank you so much for coming on this morning, Brandon, and good job yesterday at the meeting. We appreciate it.
Thank you.